Three facts about the day so far. I went to the gym this morning and I pushed the sled, which I really like to do, and I actually managed to find like a strapping to be able to do it backwards because I've wanted to do that for a while, but they don't really have the equipment in the gym. The only thing is it was like really short. I don't think it was right. I don't think my form was right as a result of the length of the strap. It was like a shoulder thing and it went around my waist, but the rope that went to the sled, I don't think it was long enough. So it felt pretty uncomfortable, but I did it anyway. But when I was going backwards and forwards with only like 20 kilos loaded onto the sled, and when I finished, I was tired and I stumbled up this step onto the mats. And there's this thing there, which is the sled weights are there and there are weights for other stuff as well. But it has like a handle coming off it. And because I wasn't looking, I walked and I just kicked it really hard. And I don't know how, but I managed to kick it in like a real soft spot at the front of my ankle, like this tender bit where you can actually sort of massage it a little bit. If you have like ankle soreness, if you have a sprain, sometimes you can massage the areas around the sprain. It makes it feel better. And it hit it, and my foot just completely just went limp. And I was just there in the gym like, The only good thing is it's a Sunday, so it was dead. But there was like one other guy on the mat who probably saw me and was like, I mean, he might have been like, are you all right? But that's not how the gym works, is it? You're not supposed to talk to people, and you're not supposed to even sort of notice that other people are there. That's one fun fact, and that's taken that long. The second fun fact is, before 10 a.m. this morning, my little boy had already pooed 3 times, man. And the second and third, he just did the second, and then he just carried on. He had like a 10-second break and then went, you know what, I'm not done. My question to you would be, because this is important to know, would you count that as 2 or would you count that as 1? Actually, he did another one as well as that, so it would be 4 if they were separate. The third fun fact, did I say there was 3? There's 3. The third fun fact is that it is the morning, as I have mentioned. I usually film in the evening, and I decided to do it in the morning because different energy levels, can do it after a coffee, see what that's like. And also, look, I'm standing up, which is cool. Interesting. I've got this erratic energy going on. This is the first time you're seeing me after a coffee, apart from maybe on the scrolling video. The one thing that I want to talk about today, the main thing, is the fact that we don't play around in our bodies enough. And I haven't yet processed this thought properly in my head. That's why I'm here. But I just think that we often, let's say you go to the gym, you and me and all of us often rely on workout plans and someone else being like, this exercise is good for this muscle and this exercise is good for this muscle. So we go there, I don't know, you grab the cables and you go like that, or you do like face pulls, I think they're like that. I don't use the cables. Like face pulls, and you do shoulder presses and whatever. They're all good, and you look at the form on the videos, and that's useful because it helps you avoid injuries. But there are many improvised exercises that you could do with your body at home, and they will be just as good. And they're as simple as, like, I don't know, just putting your feet on something and maybe going as low down as you can in different positions, and I guess going into a squat and kind of like moving around in your hips and on your legs and maybe moving around the room. And look, everyone, all of like the exercises known to man. Let me rephrase that. We have probably figured out, separate from new apparatus coming out, we've probably figured out like all the exercises that we could possibly figure out as a species, because so many different people are working on it. I feel like fitness is a big thing on the internet, which is a good thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But I just think for you and your body, like with anything, things are specific to you. What's good for you is specific to you. So just get on the floor and roll around and go into different positions, go on your hands and knees, try different things like yoga, Pilates, whatever you want to do. Dance a little bit, see how your body moves and see how different things feel to you. I'm big on mobility at the moment because I think it's really important. Like, surely mobility, joint health, flexibility should come before lifting really heavy weights, because if your joint isn't moving how it should be and then you're just loading loads of weight onto it, you might be strengthening the muscle, but surely you're damaging the joint. I don't know, I'm not an expert on these things or on anything for that matter. So yeah, those are my thoughts about the fact that we don't play around in our bodies enough. We don't pay attention as well, I think. I don't think you should, this is just me, unless you need it for like a heavy lift or something, I don't think you should listen to music or anything for that matter when you are lifting weights. I don't know about cardio. That might be different because you can be there for a long time, but even then I feel like it damages my rhythm. I feel like it severely affects my rhythm and I end up messes my pace up, and I'll go too hard too quickly and fuck the whole thing up and have to do something different. But I think that you should really just focus and make it a meditative task, because then you're doubling up on the benefits from the gym, because you can meditate on the thing that you're doing. You don't have to sit there and just breathe. You can focus on curling and focus on the feeling that you have in your arm when you do that, and you will get to know your limbs so much better. There's this thing that I have been doing, but I've stopped because my shoulder's a little bit sore, whereby I've been doing really slow assisted pull-ups. And so I'm going really slow down. No, because I start down. I'm going really slow up and then going really slow down. And you can feel each individual muscle as it is taking the maximum burden that it takes in the exercise. And I love it, man. It's so interesting, and it's so great to get to know my body and how my body works. And I just feel like it's doing it slowly is great. Like, you should try it if you haven't already. And one of the things with it is I think the reason a lot of people don't try it is it's not great for the ego, because you're not there doing, like, no one's impressed by you doing like a low weight really slowly, are they? But it's really cool. I think I might leave it there. I don't even know if I talked about the main topic that much. I guess because it's something I want to explore more personally. But there are actual just meditations, sitting meditations, walking meditations as well, probably good for this, but whereby you do focus on the sensations in your limbs in whatever position you're in. If you're sat, like the contact with the chair, how that feels, the tension in your limbs, not just your limbs, but your face as well. But the thing about standing up is, like with the squatting one yesterday, I'm a little bit out of breath because I feel like I'm going like 100 miles per hour. But it's all learning. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I should also have a scrolling video out over the next couple of days, which is cool. Yeah, cool, whatever. Have a nice day, and look after yourselves, look after your family, and like I have said before, don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing your best. Just keep doing your best. And that's enough. Cool. Catch you later. Bye-bye.